What is up, guys? Heath with Lake Champlain Sanitation here, and today we're doing a little bit of maintenance. We got 4 dumpsters out in the yard. It's a Tuesday, 4 out in the field, 4 in the yard for a total of 8 containers. Some stuff that I've been doing on these hook lift dumpsters, not too much different than the roll-off ones, other than the fact that these don't have cable. It's the hook that's pulling it up. So I'm going to walk you guys through some common grease points you guys are going to want to hit on your roll-off dumpsters, and at least on my F600 with a swap loader, the stuff that I'm greasing weekly, and then what we get into on more of a monthly basis as the season starts to pick up here in the Northeast. First off, guys, is what I use to grease my dumpsters and my trucks is this Milwaukee 18 volt grease gun. I think when I bought this with the battery and everything, it was a few $100, I think right around 300 and change at the time I bought it last year. And this video is not sponsored by Milwaukee, but I will say I have all Milwaukee tools, and this grease gun is awesome. Really pumps the grease in, especially when you want to hit a lot of fittings fast. So for example, this dumpster here, like many of my other ones, has 2 common hinges that we're gonna put some grease in right now, as well as some pins on this side. No grease fittings over here, but what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna throw a little bit of WD-40 in this channel here, just so your fingers don't get all greasy, but just to keep this lubed up, your nuts and bolts lubed up, and then your ears lubed up down here. This dumpster here, guys, is a tub style version. This is one of my newer ones. Haven't even had time to put graphics on these guys because they just become a mess. So once it gets nice out, we're gonna get the pressure washer outside, clean up these dumpsters a little bit. But 3 hinges on this fella. Personally, I'm not sure why these have 3 hinges and the tub ones only have 2, but these here, no grease fittings. Again, guys, if anyone wants this dumpster, I will happily sell it to you. And yeah, here we go, guys. A little bit of factory grease. This dumpster hasn't even really been used. I've been keeping this one as more of a backup dumpster. I bought this one used, and this does not have the swap loader locks on the bottom. As you can see, there's no locks. This came off of a Stellar. We will be welding locks that look more like this. Those little pieces that hook in to the seat channel. We will be putting those on here very shortly. As you can see, most of the snow is melting. So when we have the dumpster on the truck, it will go right through this section here. Now, this truck's only been through 1 winter. We're not even out of winter yet. I did fluid film the frame, which is looking good. But up here, guys, where there's a lot of rubbing, obviously these are just graphite, so those will clean up. But already starting to see some rust. Not really the company's fault. We just have a lot of salt up here. I'm definitely gonna, we're gonna hit this with a rattle can, and then next fall soak this thing with a lot more fluid film or some other protective coating. But guys, a lot of the grease fittings we're hitting were in this area here. Obviously, you're gonna have your rollers that are gonna have an inner fitting, which you can see how dry those get. We just greased those a couple weeks ago. These fittings here, and then your rollers in here. We'll go around to the hook in just a minute. All your pivot points. You're also gonna have some fittings up front. I like to grease the hook itself. I mean, that's probably 5 Reynolds, and it's wearing the grease off of it. So I'm gonna put more grease on this thing. I mean, obviously it's still really slippery, and some grease will get on these. But I like to keep that greased up pretty much weekly. If we start doing 15, 20 Reynolds a week, when we're real crazy, that might become a every couple days thing. I do have some grease on the boom inside right now. It's retracted all the way in. And then there goes one of our buddies. And other than that, guys, that pretty much covers it for the grease fittings on the truck and the dumpster. Oh, we almost missed these right inside there. Another couple fittings. And that stuff is just super important to keep up on that maintenance as you guys get into the busier season here. Now, I do want to talk real quick, guys. For you guys that have followed the channel for a long time, I've been working a deal on a small compactor truck. I'm really hoping we get it. During the making of this video, we're about a week away from getting it. In the comments below, if you guys have an under CDL compactor truck, please let me know. And how do you like it? Because this is a huge decision for our business. And like I said, we're getting pretty serious about the whole thing. So like I said, that was the news that we were talking about a couple videos ago. So I talked to the Trash Talk Academy group. There's like 6-7 of us in there, and you guys know I wasn't going to really talk about the new dad truck, but been working very hard for about 3 years, guys, 4 years in this business. And as you know, I paid myself $17 an hour for the first 3 years of owning this business. And then just recently gave myself a little bit of a raise with the cost of living and everything going up. And that being said, I kind of splurged and got my dream truck. It fell into place. I had an F-250 7.3 liter gas job on order from Ford, and after it had been pushed back 3 times and we got the little man coming in June, the truck behind me here that we're going to reveal in a second came in. And yeah, it is a 2022 AT4 GMC Duramax 3500 HD, the 6.6 Duramax, of course, Allison transmission. And yeah, guys, this thing's an absolute beast. I'll flip this camera around here and show you guys. Most of you know I do buy a lot of new trucks. This new truck is going to stay with me for a while, basically just because it's exactly what I want. I flip-flopped a lot of trucks learning to do things in business that I'm hoping you guys watch and don't make those mistakes, so you're not putting down $5,000, $10,000 down payments just to get out of a truck in a year. I got really lucky. My truck held its value exactly. I mean, this truck, I didn't get any rebates on, of course, because there's not a lot of rebates right now. But I did get $52,000 on trade for my other truck, which I thought was amazing because I paid $50,000 plus sales tax for it a year ago, and I put 24,000 miles on it. So I did have a good down payment and equity. That was another reason I wanted to trade, guys. But yeah, the 3500, like I said, got the windows tinted out. This is more of a personal truck now. Now that we have the hook lift, we're looking into another truck for the residential garbage, and we got our box truck, dump truck that we've been using for a couple years. I figured I'm gonna do this, splurge for myself, and why work this hard, guys, if you can't treat yourself, you know, once in a while. But without further ado, guys, let's just hop around this truck real quick. So this came into a local dealer. It's got the nice running boards on it, the 20s that are pretty fancy with an aggressive tire. If we got to tow the dump trailer, we definitely can. It's got a pretty sweet bed liner, AT4 emblem on it. This has that like Smart Pro tailgate thing, and that little outlet down there on the bottom below that light is you turn it on right inside the truck. I'll show you guys here. It is leather. First truck I've ever had with leather and like this fancy charging thing that they got going on. But if you push this button, guys, right here, you can run tools off of the generator in the back, or it's got a little plug-in right there. Let's see what else we got here. So a quick walk around here, guys. Pretty mean looking grill. I think a lot of these AT4s are very similar. They're all like really loaded and stuff like that. Mine does not have a sunroof. That's the literally only option it doesn't have. It's got everything else. The only weird thing is GMC shipped these without the heated seats working. So it's got heated and cooled seats, but they don't work right now. So I was like, whatever, we're coming into summer. They said hopefully by October. As long as I get it, I guess, by next fall, I'll be happy. But yeah, pretty pumped on it. A lot of people are probably going to say, why'd you buy that when, you know, you could have invested more in the business? But hey, I figured a few $100,000 over the last couple of years was enough, guys. So we unapologetically purchased this bad boy, and now it's the old daily driver that'll, like I said, soon become the dad truck here in June. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching these videos. Hope you like this quick walk around of the new truck and a little bit of grease fittings going on our equipment. I'm going to get into greasing this, guys, and we'll see you next time in the next video. If any of you guys are interested in the consulting calls, we've actually been doing a lot of them lately. There will be a link in the description. Debating opening another Trash Talk Academy. Let me know if you guys have some interest in that. We do got a closed group, and we're thinking about opening up another one for the spring if that's something you guys are interested. As always, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.